All right, welcome back to the Profit Center. We are here again with Mr. Bronson Sandusky. And we just recorded for about 15 or 20, I don't even know how long it was.
It was a good 15.
It's about 15 minutes, and the microphones weren't on, so we didn't catch a thing. So we're going to run it from the top. Bronson, why don't you, why don't you tell us, I mean, the last time we spoke was back in February.
Mm-hmm.
What has happened since then? I know you said a lot has happened.
Yeah, so I've gained a lot more clients. I've worked 7 events since our last podcast, and at the time of the podcast, I did not have any events booked for 2024. And I obtained all these events and clients just blasting content on Facebook, Instagram, boosting my posts through the professional accounts. I got a lot more bar equipment. I have twice as much back at home. Just couldn't really fit it all on the table. I've upgraded my business cards. I have 4 different versions of my business card, and now I'm at a point where I finally, I think that's the one. I like it. I've gotten some beautiful koozies since then. Nice and simple. Need a bartender, book with Bronson. Little QR code to visit my website. That too. We've fully finished the website. A lot of growth in such a short amount of time, and I'm very thankful for it. And I'm not stopping. I'm not getting complacent. I'm not comfortable. Every single thing I post, I'm boosting it. I used to just take pictures and get videos whenever I would work events, but now I'm posting when I'm going shopping for fruit before an event, and I'm videoing me cutting up the fruit for the event, and just video of me making brown sugar simple syrup for an event. Just kind of, the content's getting a little more broad, but it's just like anything I can make a post about, it's going to be posted, and people are going to see it, and more people will know who I am and what I do.
You were saying that at the time of the last podcast, you were reaching people through giving your card out whenever you would serve them.
Yep.
But since then, you had said at the time that you didn't have any events lined up until you had begun, 1, recording more content, and then 2, boosting the post for that content.
Yep. Let's say I make a post 5 days ago, right? It was on everyone's feed 5 days ago, but now, it's kind of lost. It's not popping up anymore. Instead of, if I don't have content to post 5 days later, instead of making new content or digging through my camera roll for more stuff, I just go back to what I posted 5 days ago, boost it, and then boom, it's on people's feed for another 24 hours.
And it's pretty slick how they slip it into the feed.
Yes.
I mean, it looks like regular content.
Very subtle.
And then
very subtle.
It's like, wow, okay. It's an advertisement, but it was cool. It's a new age. You said that you had reached about 9,000 people, correct?
Yes. So around February, it shows you your professional dashboard on your account, and around February I was reaching about 17 to 2,200 people or accounts, and as of today I'm reaching, in the last 30 days I've reached 9,400 accounts.
That's nuts.
And that's huge. Yeah. Whether it be they're watching my reel for the full 30 seconds or just swiping through reels or just regular Instagram and swiping past my posts, at least people are seeing it. And for the ones that do actually click on my profile or hit the like button or even comment, I'm very thankful for that. It's all about attraction nowadays and holding people's attention. So if I can get to that, if I can get to a point where it's like, oh, Bronson's bartending posted another thing, let me go watch his fruit cutting video. I've actually had 3 ladies DM me one of the days that I posted a video of myself cutting fruit, and they're like, OMG, this is so satisfying to watch. are like, I love this, you know, because I play it super, super fast. So it's like I'm here, and then the container is just piling up with fruit, you know. So I'm like, it is kind of satisfying, you know.
I like watching videos like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first type of video like that I ever saw was that guy who would build like little mud huts, mud swimming pools from nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
In the forest.
That's right. But who would you say that your target demographic is? Whenever you're making these posts and you're boosting these posts, who are you trying to reach?
Majority of the people that I'm trying to reach is the women. The honestly just 21 plus women. It seems like they're the ones, you know, that enjoy planning stuff and are always planning into the future. You know, it's not really the husbands. It's not really the husbands sitting on Facebook, you know, being there to even see my content. It's really the women that are, you know, out and about on Facebook and seeing what their friends are doing, and then, oh shoot, what's this guy doing? Bronson's bartending. Let me go look at that. And then they see my content, contact me. They like what I'm doing. Their husband's having a birthday in, you know, 2 months, and then we get it booked, get it on my calendar. But that's the main audience that I'm trying to reach when boosting content. But I do also just, when I'm boosting my content, I do also just pick a audience like my followers, which is, you know, a bunch of men as well. And that goes really good too.
How do you negotiate your rate or set your price when it comes to, like, say somebody DMs you and they're like, man, I love your content. What do you charge?
So I tell them I charge a flat rate of $50 an hour. Your event rate may change due to location, duration, and size of event. And then obviously, you know, I tell them, thank you so much for reaching out. Please visit my website to get all the information that you need. And then I tell them, please feel free to please feel free to ask any questions that you may have.
And your website, this is something that I myself, it's like, okay, I might want to do this or that. I could use a website, but it's such a pain to get started, and it's like, I don't even know where to begin. Did you use a website creation tool, or do you know somebody? I know the answer to this question. What did you do, Bronson?
Yeah. So I would like to give a huge shout out to my boy Cameron. This man, he would not let me pay him. He'd let me pay his coffee bill at CC's whenever we'd meet up there. But yeah, huge shout out to him. He told me that he basically used like 3 or 4 different softwares to make the website. And as I'm sitting there in the coffee shop just looking at his computer screen, I'm like, dude, you're a whiz. Like, he's like, ha, and then just going in, you know? But yeah, huge shout out to him. Extremely thankful. If late one night I'm just scrolling on my website looking for something that needs improvement and I find it, I can shoot him a text and he can get it done in, you know, within a week in a timely manner. I do want to touch on, since I've started this journey, it is a never-ending cycle of, okay, I need to do this. I need to get this done. Hey Cameron, can you da-da-da? Or I don't know if the shaker is good, or just like, it's never-ending process of improving. Even like how you text clients, just how you do your business pitch, how you post content, just all around, you know, and event by event, I'm learning and improving, and I'm enjoying the ride.
Do you have like a task list, or is all of this in your head? Like, I've got X, Y, Z to get done today?
It's really just like spur of the moment things that come to mind. And either I'll just keep it in my head or I'll put it in my notes. And I'll slowly get it done. But sometimes my checklist for the day will be like 12 things. And I have work at 2 p.m. So I'm like, all right, wake up, pray, call this person, email this person, freaking Zoom call at 11, go to Reds, hit the gym, put your clothes washing, this, like, and that helps a ton. Just making yourself a list every single day. Because I did find myself still being productive, but forgetting things here and there as I'm going to bed, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. And then I would forget it again because new day brings new things to do. And then it just slowly rolls over and you just keep forgetting. And then I was like, all right, I got to start doing this checklist. My main focus is hustle and, you know, improving the business day by day and improving my network and just, you know, that's the type of time that I'm on.
Obviously, you've grown a lot in these last couple months, especially.
Yes.
But, you know, why don't you tell us about some of the events that you've worked and after, like, if you have any events coming up?
So, since March, I've worked a retirement party, birthday party, a 40th birthday party, an 80th birthday party. I've worked 2 wedding receptions, a bridal shower, and I also worked an event for my boy. He put together a little Amazon mastermind and invited me down to Bronson, and that one was definitely the most laid-back event, you know, because I knew most of the crowd and we were just, you know, having a great time. So 7 events checked off and done since March.
You said an 80th birthday party?
Yes.
Man, they were getting turned or what?
No.
Didn't bring the funnel?
What's up?
The funnel?
No, I mean, we did use this little tool, but not until the end. Yeah, it took a few shots here and there. That kind of gets the crowd going for sure. But yeah, I have 13 events booked so far into the future for 2024. And
like going forward, you have 13 events?
Yes, yeah, going forward.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's picking up a lot, and I love it, man. I love it because every new event brings more people that I know, brings another client into my phone, brings new content. I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, the growth has been amazing because looking back to the last podcast, I had 1 event in July booked for 2024 and then 1 event in December booked for 2024. So to go from 2 events to 22 events in 2 to 3 months it's awesome. It's amazing.
And I would imagine there's no greater feeling than seeing the fruit of your labor.
No.
You know,
Absolutely. Like, I would not trade it for anything. Absolutely not. And I have no regrets. Obviously, I have made some mistakes along the way, this being my first business, but I take it all in, taking all the knowledge, taking all, you know, I turn everything into a lesson, or I try to at least, and then pivot, go off of that, improve.
Person must be a fool before they're a king. And I mean, that's the start of every journey, is you don't really know what you're getting yourself into, and slowly but surely, I mean, you start somewhere and then you just work up and up and up and up and up until finally you've reached, you know, the high point. But somebody I talked to in the last podcast, they were like, we haven't reached the high point yet. You know, I'm sure that for you, you're, wherever that may be, is like way up here. You know, if you're here right now, I'd imagine that
100%.
you're trying to be here.
Yep.
So what do you think that's going to be? I know we touched on it in the last podcast, but today, what would you say that point is going to look like, where you can like look at your business and say, this is everything that I dreamed it would be?
So my highest point would be to have 52 events in a year. It's 52 weeks in a year. That's average one event per week. At minimum, 3 bartenders under my belt. Hire them. I'm doing all the back end work, customer service, keeping in touch with the clients, building relationships, sending my bartenders time, address, what they need to do. But yeah, that's the high point. Having an event every single week and sending people to them, sending out workers. And that's at minimum, because if you doubled that, then that's 2 events per week. One Friday, one Saturday. Or maybe like 3 events a week. One Friday, one Saturday morning, brunch, bridal shower, whatever. Another one Saturday night. Multiple bartenders, they can get it done,
So when people book with you, though, they're like, we want Bronson.
Yes,
Bronson's the man. Great bartender, very sociable.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to look for when you're trying to hire those next few bartenders? What qualities are you looking for when you're going to send these people out to work the events?
First off, have to have a good personality. You have to have some charisma and be able to talk to people well. Can't be shy, can't be quiet. You got to be just out there. Second off, have to be able to tolerate stress. There is times you're going to mess up someone's drink, and then you're going to forget that this person ordered a lemon drop whenever you're fixing these 3 margaritas. And then there are times there's going to be a line, and you're like, man, we're out of ice. I need to go run and get ice. Like, you have to be able to handle stress in this type of industry. Another thing, obviously, hard worker, because that's something that I can admire, because I myself am a very hard worker, and if you're working for me and you're a hard worker, then automatically kind of like, but yeah, hustler, really just great personality, be able to handle stress, and a hustler. It's really main 3 things, and obviously make good drinks.
No, that's huge.
And that I will definitely be training, these bartenders. I would want to, like, I'm not gonna build someone up from scratch, but do a few training sessions here and there, just make sure they're making this drink the same way that I do,
Giving them the secret ingredients or what?
Yeah, secret sauce. But it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be weird later down the road once I start to integrate, employees. I'm thinking, say I start with 1, they work a event with me, then they get featured in a post on Instagram and Facebook. And if they want to keep working for me, then boom, that person is introduced to my audience. And then they pop up in another post. That person is reintroduced to my audience. And my audience and clients become a little more familiar with the person that I'm working with and will eventually hire to work for me. So it's going to be interesting and slow process, but it'll get done for sure. Just cross that bridge when we get there.
Do you have anybody in mind?
Thankfully, I've had people, close friends I can hit up and say, hey, have an event in a few weeks. Would you mind working it with me? Not for me yet, just with me. They're like, of course, bro. Like, I'll help you out. And shout out to my boy Cole Bonet. He came and worked my first wedding reception with me. And shout out Rami. He came and bar backed for me. And Rami is the guy that I have in mind. Once he saw me kind of starting this up and taking it serious, he reached out and he was like, man, I love what you're doing. Like, I'm on your team, bro. Like, I want to see you succeed. Let me know if you need anything. And he's a server at Agave right now, but this summer he's going to start training at Agave to be a bartender. And then come around fall, he'll be able to bartend with me and hopefully for me. Of course, if I have events that are booked on the same day, because I hate telling people no. I want to get it all done. And yeah, I've had my second wedding reception. Shout out Jessie from Rufino's. Lovely lady. She worked an event with me and that worked out well. She was like, you know, yeah, like let me know if you want me to work another one. And that's just, you know, something I put in the back of my mind, like, okay, now I know I can reach out to Jessie if I ever need anything. I have a wedding reception booked in June 15th. And my boy Devin Bijou is coming work it with me.
A couple of Rufino's veterans in here.
Yep, some vets for sure. But yeah, so boom, that's 4 people right there that I am going to be, or that I've worked with and will be working with, that I can kind of feel out and see how they do. And they can also kind of feel out and see how the money is, how it all works, how much labor they're putting into it, how long they're working. And once the night is over, they can, you know, have a decision for me, I guess.
Yes, it sounds like you got a pretty good plan so far.
And this is all in my head. I don't have this written anywhere.
So you've thought about it a lot.
Yes. I think about this business every single day. I got asked to work a private event and I was like, heck yeah, let me know what time. Get a couple $100 in my pocket, you know? That's how it started, was like, I guess the need for extra cash. And the journey so far has been amazing. I slowly just fell in love with it, and then, all right, I could add this, I could add this. Like, this could really be a huge thing. So it's just like the gym, you know? You go for 2 weeks and you're hitting abs, you're not gonna have a 6-pack. You go for 2 months and you're hitting abs, you start to see results, and you're like, this is possible. I can do this. Then you keep going, keep going. It just gets addicting. Especially since I've seen, like you were saying, the fruit of my labor. That is just, it amazes me.
Do you only hire people with 6-packs?
No, I do not. Andy Elliott, man. That guy. I don't know. I might integrate that. I don't know. That's hilarious that you asked that, though.
Man, I'm still working on mine.
Yeah.
I'll be in touch. I'm playing. Okay. Well, perfect. I mean, it looks like you're moving up and up and up. So, congratulations. I mean, just
Thank
in
you,
a few
man.
months, you've scaled a lot since we talked last time.
Yep.
I know for you, the sky's the limit. So, Mr. Bronson,
Sure is.
thank you.
Of course, man. Of course. Thank you.
Get at Bronson Sandusky for all your bartending needs. This dude is a good time. He's efficient. And a couple years, he'll be a millionaire. No doubt.
Yes, sir. Need a bartender? I'm the guy you're looking for.
Book with Bronson. Don't smoke, kids.
Yeah, don't smoke. And don't gamble.
Don't gamble. Don't drink out. No.
All this, don't do any of this, bro.
Only
can
if
do
you're doing
this.
it. Only if you're doing it with him, it's okay.
You can do this, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's your Venmo? Bronson? I'm playing.